What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Leo coming to you guys with yet another video. Coming to you guys today with a 2K23 Universe Mode video. Today we will be putting Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso is going to be on his own in this sim, and we're going to see if he can win the Intercontinental Championship within 1 year of simming in this video. I do think this is going to be very interesting to see if Jey Uso can win his first singles championship. So let's not waste any time. We're going to start in the month of January and go from there. So we are going to see if he can win. So we're going to see. This is the first episode. This is the first week of the sim. We got Braun Strowman versus Logan Paul, Becky Lynch and Candice LeRae versus Sonya Deville and Carmella, Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus Mansay and Mansoor. Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes versus Cedric Alexander, Kevin Owens versus Johnny Gargano, which I'm sure was a banger of a match, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jey Uso. So Jey Uso is here, and in the main event we got Liv Morgan and Natalya versus Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. But can Jey Uso pick up the win in his first match here? And he does. He beats a former Intercontinental Champion. So we're on to day one. He got a win over former Intercontinental Champion, even though we probably had some interference in that match. He still managed to pick up the win there. On day one, we have Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn, Shanky and Xavier Woods, which is a random pairing, mind you, versus Angel Garza and Angelo Dawkins, another random pairing. Becky Lynch and Candice LeRae versus Sonya Deville and Carmella once again. Montez Ford versus Karrion Kross. Solo Sikoa versus Ricochet for the United States Championship. Myself, I look like I'm on this card. Leo Smith versus Cameron Grimes. Logan Paul versus Braun Strowman. And Liv Morgan and Natalya versus Kaden Carter and Katana Chance for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. But we weren't on this card at all whatsoever. So we're going to go to week 2. And we're going to see if he actually is able to win here. On to week 2, we're here. We got Kevin Owens versus Madcap Moss. We got Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus the Maximum Male Models once again. Sami Zayn versus Mustafa Ali. Liv Morgan and Natalya versus Kaden Carter and Katana Chance once again. We got a triple threat match with Braun Strowman, Cedric Alexander, and Louis Kaiser. Drew McIntyre versus Johnny Gargano. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, and Gunther versus Ricochet. Gunther is the current Intercontinental Champion, so let's see who picks up this win here. We got Gunther winning this match. On to week 3. We're at week 3. We got myself and Leo Smith in a tag team versus Cedric Alexander and Chad Gable. That's a random pairing match, but that is a fun match, mind you. And it was a one-on-one match, and Jey Uso beat Cedric Alexander. Okay. We got Damian Priest defeating Mansoor. Sami Zayn defeated Commander Aziz. Drew McIntyre won a fatal four between Robert Roode, Dolph Ziggler, and Ricochet. We got The Miz and Tegan Nox in a mixed tag versus Apollo Crews and Ronda Rousey. Braun Strowman defeated Mustafa Ali. Seth Rollins defeated Shinsuke. There was no surprise there. We just came off that feud. Cody Rhodes defeats Randy Orton. And Liv Morgan and Natalya defeat Zoe Stark and Doudrop. Or Piper Niven. So, we're on the road to the Royal Rumble. This is the final episode before the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. So, he has been getting up some wins, and he's facing Kevin Owens, a guy that does not see eye to eye with Jey Uso right now. We got Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus Maximum Male Models once again. Commander Aziz versus Sami Zayn. Shinsuke versus Johnny. Matt Riddle versus Madcap Moss. Cody Rhodes versus Cedric Alexander. Braun Strowman versus Ricochet. Former tag team partners going at it. Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton in a triple threat match. And Liv Morgan and Natalya versus Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. They just keep running it back in that main event. But can Jey Uso beat Kevin Owens here? And Jey Uso does it yet again, but it switched them for whatever reason. But hey, we're on a winning streak right now. We're on a winning streak right now, and you love to see it. You love to see it. I do think if he could keep racking up wins like this, he's definitely going to win that Intercontinental Championship. We got Rick Boogs versus Ricochet for the United States Championship. Commander Aziz versus Sami Zayn. Maximum Male Models versus Damian Priest and Finn Balor for the Raw Tag Team titles. But is Jey Uso on this card? And he's not, but we're gonna see if he probably was in the Royal Rumble. Braun Strowman won the Royal Rumble, and Charlotte Flair won the Women's Royal Rumble. The last person that needed to win that Rumble, let's be honest. But we're on the road now to Elimination Chamber. So you gotta think if they're gonna end up putting that title on the line in a Elimination Chamber match. You know what I'm saying? We got Gunther versus Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler, Finn Balor and Damian Priest running back yet again with the Maximum Man models. We got Braun Strowman, Cedric Alexander, and Leo Smith in a triple threat. We got Zoe Stark versus Dana Brooke, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ricochet, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, Sami Zayn versus Seth freaking Rollins, and Liv Morgan and Natalya versus Kaden Carter and Katana Chance once again in the main event of Monday Night Raw. But Jey Uso was not on that booked for that Monday Night Raw, so we're on the road to week 2 now. Can he actually get something going? We got a fatal four with Braun Strowman, Dexter Lumis, Tommaso Ciampa, and myself. Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus Maximum Models once again. The Miz and Raquel Rodriguez versus Otis and Indy Hartwell. Liv Morgan and Natalya versus Katana Chance and Kaden Carter in a tag team match. This time it wasn't on the main event. Shinsuke versus Johnny Gargano. Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso, so he is booked on the card. Sami Zayn versus Seth freaking Rollins. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. And Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. So it looks like that's going to be a feud that we need to keep our eyes on going into Mania. But can't Jey Uso win here? And he does. This guy is undefeated right now. This guy is literally undefeated since doing this sim. So this is definitely going better than I personally would have thought. So now we're here on, I think, the last episode before Elimination Chamber. But is he on the card at all? We're going to just go quick through here. And he wasn't. So on to Elimination Chamber. We're at Elimination Chamber. We got Logan Paul versus Karrion Kross. Aaliyah versus Bianca Belair for the WWE Women's Championship. Maximum Male Models versus Butch and Grayson Waller. A random pairing, mind you. Another random pairing match. We got Ridge Holland and Xavier Woods versus Angel Garza and Angelo Dawkins. Shayna Baszler and Natalya versus Bianca Belair and Raquel Rodriguez. She's pulling double duty tonight. Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton. 6-woman elimination chamber match. Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, I can speak, Dana Brooke, Ronda Rousey, and Piper Niven. Austin Theory versus Roman Reigns. Gunther versus Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship. And a elimination chamber match with Seth Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, Cedric Alexander, and Ricochet. We're definitely going to keep our eyes on to this match because I think whoever's coming out of that, we should be number one contender for whoever's the champ coming out of that this match. Logan Paul beats Karrion Kross. Aaliyah's the new WWE Women's Champion? Okay. Maximum Male Models beat the random pair of Butch and Grayson Waller. No shocker there. Angel Garza and Angelo Dawkins beat Rich Holland and Xavier Woods. Shayna Baszler and Natalya defeat Bianca Belair and Raquel Rodriguez. Randy Orton defeats Sami Zayn. Dana Brooke is the new Women's World Heavyweight Champ. You truly love to see that. Austin Theory beats Roman Reigns in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Gunther retains the Intercontinental Championship, and Seth freaking Rollins wins that Elimination Chamber match. But it wasn't for anything, mind you. On to week 4 of February, which is the post-Elimination Chamber edition of Monday Night Raw. We got Braun Strowman versus Dexter Lumis, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Cedric Alexander, Kevin Owens versus Chad Gable, Johnny Gargano versus Apollo Crews, Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus the Maximum Man Models, Dana Brooke, Becky Lynch, and Indy Hartwell in a triple threat match, Drew McIntyre versus Ricochet, Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins, and Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton in the main event. Jey Uso was not on this card at all. We don't have a pay-per-view in March, so he still has a lot of time to pull something together. But he's definitely going to have to get something together if he wants to win the Intercontinental Championship. And he wasn't booked yet again. But what I want to do while we're here is to see where he is placed in the division. He's ranked number 2. He started off at number 5, I believe, and now he's ranked 2. He's under Matt Riddle, so that is something we definitely got to keep our eyes on going forward. So on to March, week 2. We're on to March week 2 here. We got Drew McIntyre versus Johnny Gargano, Kevin Owens versus Cedric Alexander, a fatal 4-way with Piper Niven, Sonya Deville, Indy Hartwell, and Raquel Rodriguez, Dana Brooke versus Zoe Stark, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Matt Riddle, Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton, Ricochet versus Kofi Kingston, Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins, and Dexter Lumis versus Braun Strowman in the main event. On to March week 3. We're gearing closer and closer to Mania. We got Drew McIntyre versus Ricochet. A random 6-man triple threat tornado tag. Gunther and R-Truth, Johnny Gargano and Madcap Moss, and Chad Gable and Giovanni Vinci. That's 2K for you. Damian Priest and Finn Balor versus Maximum Male Models once again. Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes versus Cedric Alexander. Caden Carter and Katana Chance versus Liv Morgan and Natalya once again. Seth freaking Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. We're on Monday Night Raw. Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso. Dexter Lumis and Braun Strowman. So we're in the co-main event. We have definitely been facing Kevin Owens a lot in this sim. And Kevin Owens gets the win. That's Jey Uso's first loss in this sim so far, and we took it to somebody that we've been beating time and time again. You hate to see that. That's Kevin Owens is celebrating right now that he's finally got a win over Jey Uso after months of not being able to defeat him. Shinsuke Nakamura, Ricochet, and Johnny Gargano in a triple threat. Kevin Owens versus Mustafa Ali. Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus the Maximum Models, or I should start calling them Judgment Day. A fatal 4-way with Cody Rhodes, Veer Mahan, Gunther, and Jey Uso. Shayna Baszler and Tegan Nox versus Sonya Deville and Becky Lynch. Liv Morgan and Natalya versus Caden Carter and Katana Chance. Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins running it back from their match at Crown Jewel. Dexter Lumis versus Braun Strowman. Can Jey Uso win his fatal 4-way? And he does! He wins the fatal 4-way! Let's go! We're approaching WrestleMania. You gotta wonder, can this man be in a match for the title on Mania and win it on Mania? That's gonna be some very huge breaking news, you know what I'm saying? We got Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton, triple threat with Ricochet and Commander Aziz, the Judgment Day versus the Maximum Male Models, Kevin Owens versus Cedric Alexander, another random pairing tornado tag. We got Shinsuke Nakamura and R-Truth, Johnny Gargano and Madcap Moss, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode of the Dirty Dogs. I don't want to make sense. Liv Morgan and Natalya versus Caden Carter and Katana Chance once again. Drew McIntyre versus Tommaso Ciampa. Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins, and Dexter Lumis and Braun Strowman in the main event. Once again, we're on to April week 2 now. This is the final episode before WrestleMania. Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton, Carmella versus Alexa Bliss, Judgment Day versus Maximum Man Models. We got a tornado tag here with Natalya and Xia Li, Caden Carter, Katana Chance, Liv Morgan, and Zoe Stark. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ricochet, Kevin Owens versus Cedric Alexander, Jey Uso versus Johnny Gargano, Drew McIntyre versus Seth freaking Rollins, and Cody Rhodes versus Braun Strowman. Can Jey Uso pick up the win here? And he does. This guy has only lost one match since we have been simming so far. This guy is definitely on a true collision course, none pun intended, for opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. But Kevin Owens gets the shot at the Intercontinental Championship. We've been beating Kevin Owens for months now, and he gets a championship opportunity? That's crazy to me. Ilya Dragunov versus Braun Breaker. Nikita Lyons versus versus Indy Hartwell. Angel Garza and Angelo Dawkins versus the Maximum Models. The NXT Tag Team titles is the LWO versus the Creed Brothers. Butch and Grayson Waller versus Shanky and Xavier Woods. We have a crazy tornado tag here. We got Wesley and Carmelo Hayes, which is a banger tag team. Finn Balor and Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio and Axiom, Apollo Crews and Tyler Bate, Carmelo, Carmella versus Alexa Bliss. Charlotte Flair versus Aaliyah. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go for Aaliyah. Carmen Grimes versus Ricochet for the U.S. Championship. Leo Smith versus JD McDonough for the North American Championship. Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Drew McIntyre. And the main event of the evening, Cody Rhodes versus Braun Strowman for the World Heavyweight Championship. But let me go back. I'm sorry, you guys. I am very sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. I want to see who walks out Intercontinental Champion. Gunther retains that Intercontinental Championship, as he should. I would have been very surprised. I would have been very salty if Kevin Owens won that match after we've been beating him for months now. We got Leo Smith and Jey Uso. So he's booked Johnny Gargano and Brock Lesnar and Madcap Moss and Chad Gable. Who wins this match? Johnny Gargano and Brock Lesnar's teams win. Of course they would. Of course they would. Of course they would have it. And it probably was just because Brock Lesnar did an F5 and Johnny Gargano just got the pin there. We got Dana Brooke and Alexa Bliss in the tag team versus Tegan Nox and Ronda Rousey. Braun Strowman versus Akira Tozawa. The Judgment Day versus the Maximum Male Models. Liv Morgan and Natalya versus King Carter and Katana Chance. The Miz and Piper Niven versus Cedric Alexander and Raquel Rodriguez. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ricochet. Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. And Apollo Crews and Sami Zayn in the main event. I have to go through this entire week, so don't mind me. I'm probably going to cut this out anyway, so yeah. But we're on to May week number 1. He hasn't had any shot at the Intercontinental Championship yet. If he keeps getting up these wins and still doesn't get a championship opportunity, I'm going to be very irritated. I'm going to be very confused for sure. Dana Brooke and Alexa Bliss versus Tegan Nox and Ronda Rousey. Braun Strowman versus Akira Tozawa. The Judgment Day versus Maximum Models once again. Kevin Owens versus Cedric Alexander. Liv Morgan and Natalya versus King Carter and Katana Chance. Jey Uso in the Fatal 4 with Johnny Gargano, myself, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Can Jey Uso get the win? And Shinsuke Nakamura gets the win there. You truly hate to see that. That is not what we wanted to see. On to May week 2. So can he actually be booked? I'm going to start going quickly through it. And he wasn't booked there. On to May week 3. Wait. Nope. We have a pay-per-view. We got a pay-per-view. I almost skipped the pay-per-view. We got Backlash, Dana Brooke and Alexa Bliss versus Tegan Nox and Ronda Rousey. Liv Morgan and Natalya versus Kane Carter and Katana Chance for the Intercontinental Champion. Not Intercontinental, but the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Angel Garza and Angelo Dawkins versus the Maximum Models. Shanky and Xavier Woods versus Logan Paul and Butch. Braun Strowman versus Akira Tozawa. Karrion Kross versus Madcap Moss. Shinsuke versus Roman Reigns. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Seth freaking Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. And Apollo Crews versus Sami Zayn. The Intercontinental Championship doesn't even get to fit on pay-per-views. It's kind of like RLL at this point. Because, like, he's not even defending on these pay-per-views. Barely. We got Gunther versus Jey Uso. If Jey Uso can win here, he probably could be number 1 contender. And Jey Uso wins. And it's a rivalry. You'd love to see it. We're in a rivalry with the Intercontinental Champion. You love to see that. So we definitely should be getting an Intercontinental Championship opportunity at the next pay-per-view. We got The Miz and Dana Brooke versus Ricochet and Piper Niven. Shayna Baszler versus Zoe Stark. Kevin Owens versus Cedric Alexander. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Johnny Gargano. Alexa Bliss versus Carmella. Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman. Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. And the main event of the evening, Gunther versus Jey Uso. Main event, Jey Uso. And Gunther wins this time around. So we get 1-1. The next pay-per-view, we're on the road to Hell in a Cell. Will they put us inside the Hell in a Cell structure for the Intercontinental Championship? Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman once again. Kevin Owens versus Johnny Gargano. Judgment Day versus Maximum Models. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Cedric versus Ricochet in a triple threat. Shayna versus Zoe Stark. Liv Morgan and Natalya in the tag team match once again with Kane Carter and Katana Chance. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. And Jey Uso versus Gunther in the main event. And Gunther won, but Chad Gable was his opponent. Does it say anything? Okay, Jey Uso attacked Gunther from behind after leaving him open with a distraction. These actions just go to show how much contempt the attacker has for his title match opponent, viewing him merely as an obstacle that he needs to be removed out of the championship picture by force. So he attacked Gunther. So on the road to eliminate. Why do I keep saying elimination chamber? Why am I saying elimination chamber? Hell in a Cell. I can speak, okay? We got Angelo Dawkins and Angel Garza versus Austin Theory and Sami Zayn. For the Raw Tag Team titles, we got the Maximum Male Models versus the Judgment Day. Shayna Baszler versus Zoe Stark. Rich Holland and Cameron Grimes versus Shanky and Xavier Woods. Sonya Deville and Bayley versus Natalya and Aaliyah. For the World Heavyweight Championship, no holds barred. Braun Strowman versus Cody Rhodes. Gunther versus Jey Uso. It's for the championship. And we got Dana Brooke versus Ronda Rousey in a Hell in a Cell match. Okay. So I want to remove the what I want to do is simply remove the interference, because this needs to be straight up one-on-one. This needs to be straight up one-on-one. I don't want any interference whatsoever by Imperium whatsoever. I don't want any interference whatsoever. So I'm going to have to remove these guys. They cannot be playing any sort of outcome when it comes to this match. Remove manager. Yes. And confirm that. Because we don't want any interference with them when it comes to this championship. I'm not allowing any sort of interference whatsoever. I'm not having that. No. We're not doing that tonight. This is Hell in a Cell. This is Jey Uso's opportunity. And the last thing I want is for him to be screwed over by interference, and that prolongs the video. So we're not doing that tonight. We're not doing that. It's Hell in a Cell. It's first championship opportunity. We cannot be doing that tonight. I'm sorry. They're gonna have to sit in the back. They're gonna have to go home, do something. Not tonight. Out of all nights, and plus, Gunther, he already can win on his own, so he doesn't need them anyway. So that's just making things just worse for everybody. So as we know how we always do it on this channel, we don't play, we let the AI do its thing, and we're going to simply watch and spectate like we always do. Can Jey Uso beat Gunther to become the new Intercontinental Champion? Can he do it? Can he pull it all out? Can he defeat the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion and become the new Intercontinental Champion himself? Gunther is no easy task for Jey Uso. This guy has been on a collision course. He has definitely elevated the Intercontinental Championship to heights like never before. He has held that championship for over 500 days. Literally the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time at this point. Will Gunther's reign continue, or will it all come to an end tonight? Come on, Jey Uso is hyping himself up as he goes into the biggest match of his career, as he goes up against Gunther, the ring general. The crowd pro Uso with this match. The crowd just saying Uso, letting them know that they are behind him. They want to see him win that Intercontinental Championship here. Main event, Jey Uso. Come on now. Jey Uso, let's do this. Uh-oh. But Gunther got a hold of him. And a snake eye. Oh no, not to the face of Jey Uso. This is usually how a Gunther match would probably end up starting up anyway. He just be dominant in the early going. But knowing how resilient Jey Uso is, he's pinned Roman Reigns. A guy that has went pinned for over 1,000 days. So I think if anybody can take this title from Gunther, it's main event Jey Uso. Uh-oh. Gunther. Threw him on the outside. They're taking it to the outside with the chops to Jey Uso from Gunther. This is not the way Jey Uso pictured everything going for him. In the back. And a kick to the chest of Jey. Gunther is playing no games with Jey Uso here tonight. Gunther is making a statement. This is pretty much almost a squash match, but we know Jey Uso, he is very resilient. Just when you count him out, he comes back. He throws him back in the ring, Gunther. But Jey Uso is starting to make his way to his feet here. And Jey Uso with a little striking. Oh, with the takedown from Gunther to Jey Uso. But Jey Uso reverses that right there. Irish whip with the chop to the chest. But Jey Uso with the neck breaker. Uh-oh. He's going for a suplex. Jey Uso starting to make his way back in it. Oh. Is that what, like a haluva kick? But Jey Uso's back. Oh. It started to become more back and forth. It's become more apparent if nobody's really getting the edge. A DDT to Gunther. That got him stunned. He said he'd have won. And Jey Uso got out of that. He needed to. Jey Uso going for something here. Oh. Now Gunther's on the outside. And Jey Uso's going fly. Uh-oh, Gunther. He's trying to get back in it. Oh, Snake Eyes on the outside. Now with the knee to Jey Uso. Come on, Jey. You got to do something here, man. Jey Uso making his way back into the ring. Jey Uso actually has a signature. Both of these women, these guys are, I almost called them women. My bad. Both of these guys are literally at their signatures. Jey Uso trying to put Gunther away right here. I think really what it comes down to is who hits their signature and finisher first. But the way it's going, it looks like Jey Uso could be in prime position to put Gunther away right here. Oh, with some strikes to the head. Oh, Gunther reverses Sig. But Jey Uso not going for it. But Jey Uso got a finisher. Oh. Come on, Jey. Oh, with an uppercut to the back of the head. Jey Uso is nearly stunned at this point. Uh-oh. He's trying to go for a submission. He's trying to make Jey Uso tap. Could Jey Uso be fading? Is he going to fade? Is he going to fade? Is he going to fade? Could this be it for Jey? Could his championship dreams be going black right now? But Jey Uso gets out of it. He gets out of it. The resilience of Jey Uso on full display right here. Oh. Uh-oh. But Gunther rolled out. Jey Uso trying to hype up the crowd. He's saying he's going to be the one to defeat Gunther, putting up the ones. Oh, no. He got caught. Could this be it for Jey? 1, 2. And Gunther retains the Intercontinental Championship. He could have put him away. But just like that, Gunther figure out a way to retain. But I assure you, this may not be the end for Jay and Gunther. Jay Uso was so close. He was so close to winning that championship there. And then we got the main event here. Who walks out? Dana Brooke beats Ronda Rousey. Hey, that's a huge win for her. She's beating somebody that's not even in the company anymore. Will this rivalry continue? It looks like it is. So we're on to June week 2 now. He still has a lot of time to still win another opportunity. We're still feuding. We're still feuding. And Jay wins there. Come on, Jay. You can win there, but when you fight, actually, you can't win the title? Come on, man. And we're main eventing. Dominic wins, but Jey Uso loses here. Gunther ambushed Jey Uso after his match with an elaborate attack, trapping the two in a lowered steel cage with the lengths this superstar has gone and damage he's dished out. Many fans are left wondering if this rival stands a chance in fighting back. Are they teasing? Are they teasing that we might be going up in a steel cage next? I think we're on the next show. We got Money in the Bank approaching. We got Jey Uso and Gunther in the main event, and Dominic Mysterio wins. I'm pretty sure Jey Uso got involved there. Let's be honest. Okay, this is the final episode before Money in the Bank, and I feel like this feud is continuing, which I'm happy about. And Jey Uso beats Gunther here. So now we're on to to Money in the Bank. We got Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn, Dexter versus Veer, Butch and Grayson Waller versus the Maximum Models, Lacey Evans versus Aaliyah for the WWE Women's Championship. Money in the Bank ladder match with Shanky, Cameron Grimes, Kevin Owens, Angel Garza, LA Knight, yeah, Edge, Madcap Moss, and John Cena. Apollo Crews versus Shinsuke, Ricochet versus Montez Ford, Gunther versus Jey Uso yet again for the Intercontinental title. Myself versus Santos Escobar, and a women's Money in the Bank. Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, Indy Hartwell, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, Sonya Deville, and Liv Morgan. Okay, so like we did last time, we're gonna get these two out of the way because the simple facts is the reason being we cannot have any interference. We cannot have any interference. We cannot risk any interference whatsoever. Not get through these matches. We're gonna get through these matches because I'm already been recording this video for like about over 30 minutes at this point. And we still literally have to go all the way to January. So we still have quite a bit of ways to go. So you guys, so bear with me. Bear with me. Lacey Evans is the new women's champion. You gotta be kidding. Edge is Mr. Money in the Bank. Last time these two faced, Gunther got the better of Jey Uso. Can Jey Uso get the win at Money in the Bank? Can he become the new Intercontinental Champion? He's been doing a phenomenal job this far in the sim, but he just can't. He can beat Gunther. He's proven time and time again he can beat Gunther, but he has not proven that he can do it when it actually matters. And this is where it's all on the line. Jey Uso is gonna have to go through deep water if he's gonna win that Intercontinental Championship from Gunther, because Gunther is no easy task. The crowd behind Jey Uso, but can it be enough for him? Can he become the new Intercontinental Champion here at Money in the Bank? Or will this be another failed attempt to trying to become the champion? Jey Uso. This is simply what happened last time with the kick to the face of Jey Uso. With a neck breaker to Jey Uso from Gunther. Jey Uso. He's going for something himself. Oh, he's tying him his arm up in the rope. That's going to make it hard if he's going to try to go for that powerbomb. Oh, Irish whip. Jey Uso feeling it. He's finna go fly high to Gunther. He's stomping on the... He's definitely feeling it. He's definitely been doing a little bit more strategic. Being a little bit more strategic in this match. Because he's stomping on the arm and the leg of Gunther. Which would make it very hard for him to do a powerbomb. Into the steel steps. Gunther. Getting back in the ring here. With a DDT to Gunther from Jey Uso. Jey Uso trying to pin Gunther right here. 1, 2. And he kicked out at 2. If that was the end of the match, that would have been crazy. Uh-oh. Jey Uso might be in trouble here. But he was... The snake eyes on the ropes. Gunther trying to pin Jey. 1. And he kicks out at 1. Oh no. Suplex. I've never seen him do that move before. Yeah, Gunther's definitely getting the upper hand on Jey Uso. Jey Uso looked like he was getting the upper hand on Gunther in the early going. But just like always, Jey Uso is being very resilient right now. He's going to have to reverse some of these moves if he's going to win this Intercontinental Championship. Gunther trying to pin Jey. 1. And he kicks out at 1. He's going to have to reverse some of these moves because that's being very crucial for him right now. And he does. Oh, he was trying to go for a super kick. With the chops to the chest. Gunther has his sig. Jey Uso might be done. 1. And he kicks out at 1. Yes, again. Uh-oh. Gunther. He has him. Could this be it for Jey? Could this be it for Jey? Could he be fading? Could his championship be fading again? His dreams were faded last time. Into the... Jey Uso is going to have to be on his P's and Q's right here. Because this could be end for him. Come on, Jey. You want this championship so bad. You're going to have to do whatever it takes to do so. Jey Uso, oh, might be in trouble here. He's stomping on the... Gunther is goated in this match. But Gunther couldn't do it. With the... Oh! Jey, you gotta go for it, brother. You gotta go for it. He's feeling it. But he has a signature too. If he can hit his sig and a finisher, that could win the match for Jey right there. To the back of Gunther. Jey Uso is taking his time though. Oh, Gunther. With the to the side of the head of Jey Uso from Gunther. Oh, Jey Uso is busted open. Jey Uso is busted open. Not again. To the side of the head. Jey Uso could be done after that. 1, 2, and Gunther wins again. Gunther is just getting the better of Gunther, getting a back at him. A suplex to Jey. Uh-oh. Jey Uso. Come on, man. With the drop kick. Oh, with an uppercut. Oh, Gunther. Oh, I thought Gunther got the better of him right there. Jey Uso going high risk. Oh, he's telling Gunther get up. He's telling Gunther get up. Oh, no. He called his shot too early. But Jey Uso. Oh, onto the again to Gunther. Jey Uso getting back in the ring. Oh, he was trying to get on Gunther. Hey, hey, do not take that out of context, please. Jey Uso is seeing red. He wants that Intercontinental Championship. He's had a failed opportunity before, and he is going to do everything in his power to make sure it doesn't happen this time. What is Jey doing? He's hyping up the crowd. He's hyping up the crowd, but you need to get back in the ring, Jey. Oh, no, but Gunther reversed it. Oh, that kick to the face. Uh-oh. Hey, you have a prime opportunity to get him right here. And he does. Neck breaker. Suplex. 1, 2, and Jey kicked out at 2. Ooh, but Gunther. Okay. Jey Uso is putting up a great match with Gunther here. He's hyping up the crowd. The crowd is into it. They are behind Jey Uso here tonight in the biggest match of his career. With the oh, he's busted open with that big boot. Jey Uso going to the top here. Could this be it for? Could this get that win for Gunther? I'm not me, Jey. 2. Jey Uso does it. Jey Uso does it. He does it. Main event, Jey Uso is the new Intercontinental Champion. He had an opportunity to win it before, but he was unsuccessful. But this time around, he does it and is the new Intercontinental Champion. The reign of Gunther is over. The era of main event Jey Uso is upon us. You truly love to see that. But now, just because he's won the Inter Championship match doesn't mean it's really necessarily over. The question is, can he be a fighting champion? Can he hold on to that championship for a long time is the question. So let's see how long can he hold this championship for? He won that Money in the Bank, so he did pass the challenge, which was to hold it to get the championship within a year. We still have July, August, September, October, November, December, so we still have a lot of time left to go. We got is he on the card at all? He is. He's facing Gunther, and Gunther gets the win there. As soon as he wins the Intercontinental Championship, he's this is gonna be a long feud, I can tell. And he's facing Gunther once again. And Akira Tozawa one, I'm pretty sure beats Gunther, so I'm pretty sure Jey Uso got involved in that match. I'm pretty sure, because if that was a straight up one-on-one match and Gunther lost to Akira Tozawa, he's definitely lost his edge for sure. We got Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul, Kevin Owens versus Cedric Alexander, Judgment Day versus Maximum Models, Kane Carter, Katana Chance versus Natalya and Liv Morgan once again. Fatal 4-Way with Johnny Gargano, Ricochet, Dexter Lumis, and Veer. Shinsuke versus Braun Strowman, Sammy versus Randy, Drew versus Seth, and Jay versus Gunther in the main event. And Jay picks up the win. You love to see it. We're on the road to SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer. Is he on the card at all? He is. He's facing Gunther once again. And Jey Uso beats Madcap Moss. So we're on to SummerSlam. He looks like he might be defending the Intercontinental Championship here tonight. But can he retain it? He's in the co-main event. Can he retain that belt? I really hope he can. I really hope he can retain that belt, man. I really do. And Jay does retain it. Let's go. This man has pretty much been close to undefeated in this entire season. The only time he's really lost. Oh, we got Jey Uso versus Sami Zayn. Oh boy. Former friends. Looks like Sami Zayn beats Jay. Looks like that's going to be our next feud for that Intercontinental Championship, probably. With Sami Zayn getting the win over him. So we're on to August week 3 here. Is he on the card? And he's not. He must have just took the night off or just was in a backstage segment. Oh, we're facing Kevin Owens. And we beat Kevin Owens. You love to see that. On to Clash at the Castle. We're in September here. Let's see, where is he? He's not on this card. He's not there. So on to Clash at the Castle. Will he be defending the Intercontinental Championship at the pay-per-view? I would like to think so. Oh, we're in a tag match with myself versus the Judgment Day. And we win. Are they about to put us in a tag team? They're about to put the Intercontinental Championship in a tag team? And we're Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens once again. And Jey Uso wins. Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso once again. And Jey Uso just keeps beating Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens only got one win over us in this entire sim, I'm pretty sure. Like, this guy is not on our level. Like, come on now. Okay, Jey Uso's here in a triple threat with Seth Rollins and Shinsuke. And Rollins won that one. We're on the road to Extreme Rules here. So let's see what he could be potentially doing on that card. We're very almost to the end of the sim, honestly. And he's in a Fatal 4-Way. Ricochet wins that one. On to Extreme Rules. Oh, we're in the main event in an Extreme Rules match versus Matt Riddle. And Jey Uso is still the Intercontinental Champion. He's in a mixed tag with Nikki Cross versus The Miz and Katana Chance. And Nikki Cross, so, hey, we're still on the winning side of things, I will say that. We're still on the winning side of things, which you love to see. Is he on this card? He is versus Logan Paul. And Jey Uso beats Logan Paul. Looks like Logan Paul's going to have to go back on his podcast and talk about how he couldn't beat Jey Uso. Who's on here? Hey, myself and Jey Uso versus Veer and Mustafa Ali. And we win that match. We got 2 pay-per-views in November. We got Crown Jewel and Survivor Series. Is he here? on Monday Night Raw. He's facing Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre picks up a win. Yikes, Drew McIntyre is itching for some gold right now. He is itching for some gold. Is he on the card? He is. He's facing Matt Riddle once again. And Jey Uso retains the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, myself and okay, we got Sonya Deville and Jey Uso versus The Miz and Becky Lynch. Hey, we're definitely on the winning side of things. I love to see it. I truly love to see it. Alexander, Jey Uso wins that match there. We're on the road to Survivor Series War Games. So I wonder what he's going to be doing at that pay-per-view. Because I think that is the final pay-per-view. We got Akira Tozawa, Dolph Ziggler, Matt Cavanaugh, and Jey Uso in a fatal 4-way. Jey Uso picks up that win. Hey, that man is on a winning streak almost right now. That guy, he's the real deal right now. I can see. He's showing everybody why they call him main event, Jey Uso. Hey, he wasn't on the card. So we're just going to skip through these. And we're going to go to day 1. And that's going to end it for this video. We're going to go all the way to day 1 and see if he can retain the Intercontinental Championship. Because this is the last pay-per-view. This is kind of where it all started pay-per-view wise here. And he wasn't on the card, but that is the end of the video, guys. Main event, Jey Uso managed to win the Intercontinental Championship, defeat Gunther. He went on he did win a lot of matches in the sim. He rarely lost. The only time he really lost was to Gunther. He lost one match to Drew. He lost one match to Kevin Owens, and that was it. So that guy was definitely proving why he was main event Jey Uso. Comment down below. Let me know, how did you guys like the video? Make sure, if you are new, subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. There is no catch to anything. It's absolutely free. And you can change your mind later in the future. But we're on the road to 700. But the ultimate goal is to get 1K by the end of the video. By end of the year, I know we can do it. Make sure you super kick that like button, Superman punch that post notification bell, so every time I post a new video, whether it be a reaction video, gaming video, any type of video, you could be the loop of things when I do drop a video. Make sure you spear that subscribe button, like I said, or spear that subscribe button with conviction, and I will. And I got more videos coming for you guys later this week, so definitely be on the lookout because they're going to get more and more interesting. You definitely don't want to miss out. But I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.